Hi, Rachel. This is Laura Kraut, and I want to thank you so much for sending your videos into the Online Rider Collective. It's really appreciated. I'm hopeful that a lot of people like yourself are going to keep sending videos in to all of the trainers that have volunteered, and we can raise quite a bit of money to help out those people that are going to need some help during this frightening time. I have watched your rounds 3-4 times, and I have to say there's just not a lot that I would change about what you do. You are really a class rider. Your position is excellent. It's strong. Your upper body control is fantastic. It's great not only in the air of the jump, but in front of the jump. You're light in the seat when you need to be. You're strong in your seat when you need to be. You keep your horses straight. I mean, I've actually gone over it with my sister and Julie Wells, who works for me, and we all three agree that there's not a whole lot we would change. And I think both of your horses look like really competitive, fun horses, but also not absolute push button machines. I think your bay one, Shalimar, sometimes looks like she could be, swishy and a little cold to your leg. And you do a good job of getting her through that. And then your chestnut horse, you sit real quiet with and let that one jump. And, all in all, like I said, I think probably, the only comment I would have is, I wonder why you're not jumping in a bigger division, because you look certainly very competent. Anyhow, I'm starting your first round here in Kentucky on Shalimar, and you jump up the first line really nice. You come around to the third jump. I think you make the right decision and balance up. Fourth jump, she sort of hangs behind you, and you get behind her and get her in front of you. You ride the vertical well. What I really like about the way you ride is when to sit quiet and allow them to jump, and when you need to help them to jump. You take a feel like they're going into that double. You made her balance up and jump up to your hand, which was really good. And then the same thing here coming into the line, the farm vet line. Your turns are good. She's a little stiff. I mean, I'm sure that extra flat work, and I don't know how old she is, and, I don't really know a lot of details about the horse, but, more and more flat work is always helpful. But what I do think is you've got great balance, even as you come out of the turn here to this fish jump and she loses her lead. And that's just a little bit of her fiery nature. And, the bottom line with that is you keep her straight and she gets to the jump and she jumps it clear. I think, working her on the flat, doing things just to get her a little bit more flexible through her body just would help her in general, just to be maybe a little bit less stiff. The only place I would have picked her apart on that round really was through the triple combination, because she jumped A and B and then was a little weak coming out, maybe a little weak on the scope. But, apart from that, everything looks really good. You're getting ready to start your jump off now, and you're fantastic in the jump off. I would hate to have to go against you because you are really, really fast. The one thing I would say, probably my only criticism, is the first jump is almost overdone. I think that had that been a bigger jump, you might have had it down. You were still sort of increasing as you got there and without giving her a lot of time to jump. Fortunately, the fence was not too big, so she could handle it. From there on in, you're brilliant, particularly to the oxer on the end, because you see one, you get it coming forward, but then the last stride, you balance her, you take a pull, and you help her to slow down and jump it. Same thing going to the last. I mean, you're going, you're flat out, but then that last stride, how to just take a little bit of time and give your horse the opportunity to jump up and clear the jump. All in all, I would hope that you won that class. Anyhow, now we're indoors, I think in Ohio. And Shalimar looks really different in this video. I had to double check that it was the same horse. Obviously, it's winter and she was clipped. And actually, she's a little less swishy and fiery, I feel like, in this video than she was in Kentucky. But the same thing goes. I mean, I think your plan for every round that you ride seems organized and it's executed to perfection. Like, you know when you want to add, you know when you want to leave out, you set up your turns the way you want them. Again, you're coming around to the black and tan double. You have your horses straight as can be, right to the center of the jump, which sometimes indoors is not as easy as it sounds. Yeah, I mean, I can just keep going on. But what I think, I just really enjoy, like, even the double of verticals there. You sat quiet and you allowed her to jump that, and she actually slowed down to be careful. And then when she has to, she gets a little bit quick, and particularly in the jump offs, she knows how to jump going slow, and she knows how to jump going quick, which is a great quality in a horse. And I'm certain by watching these videos that you probably win quite a few classes. So last line here, 11 to 12 is done beautifully. And then what I really love is in the jump off, you drop the stride, which is not that easy to do always in a short line like that. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't even know if this is in a younger horse that you're developing or whether you're a full-time student and you just get to jump, occasionally. But whatever it is, I think you've got a great future ahead of you. And when and if the time comes and you have the horses and what have you, you look like you're going to be able to go places, go a bit further than you're going. High amateurs, high juniors. I can't tell how old you are either. You look young. Here's the jump off. Great ride to the first jump. Not too fast because you knew you had to get a good turn. You push, which you have to, in order to drop the stride down this line, which was well done. Again, you're so good about not turning in the air. I mean, I know you're turning left, but you let her jump the jump and then turn. Same thing out of the double. Red and white ox are really good. I mean, she knows what she's doing now. She knows she's in it to win it here. Really good. Really good to the last, and then you push through the timers. And now you're on your chestnut, who I also really like. Totally different types of horses to me, just watching on the video. I don't know how they would be to ride, but they look different. This one looks like you've got to sit a lot quieter and sort of allow her or him to do the job. But again, your body control always really impresses me. I think it's this first round through the triple combination. I mean, it's just, you do nothing. You don't interfere at all, and you let her concentrate and do what she has to do. You've just jumped fence 1. Fence 2, she looks really careful and a little bit spicy, but you're good at fixing that. Fence 3 and 4A, B. She jumps 4A, incredible. And B, maybe wants to have a little bit of a right drift there. But here you're setting it up and trying to keep her straight to the plank, which is really good. Same thing with the farm vet oxer. She jumps her oxers really well. And I would say as I'm watching her, she looks like she just maybe likes to lead with that right shoulder sometimes, but you're good at fixing it. Off of the left, it looks like she rides, nice and round and organized. Very good to the 5-stride line. I think now you might be coming around to the triple. Yeah. Just so good, the way you're quiet there and let her do her job. All in all, it's a really nice round. And then the jump off, I liked listening of what the speed was that was in the lead, and I think you got them by more than a second, which was really well done. I think you're again, whoever is helping you with the plan, they are really good at it because whatever it is, whether it's your decision or whatever, you're executing it to perfection. The ride to the first jump on the angle to get the inside is good. And then to make that short turn back, then you give her a bit of room going back on the double, just, probably because you know your horse and maybe know that she needs that space to jump the oxer going in. and then you sort of turn loose from there. It's just starting. Great turn back to the second jump. She cut down just a little bit, but that's a hard turn. Great ride at the double. That's where I'm talking about to the plank, where she wants to sort of lead with that right shoulder, but you seem to have it under control. Same thing here. You block it right when you need to, and then she straightens up and jumps the jump. And on the left, she's really good to the last. Anyways, I wish I'm used to probably giving a little bit more of help to people, but I think that the only help I could give you is just the inspiration, hopefully, that you're doing a great job, and best of luck to you, and hopefully that you are able to continue. And once this horrible pandemic is over with, we get back to the shows, and I wish you a lot of luck. Take care. Thank you again. Bye.